last brisket. Don't you cry, Daisy, 'cause I ate your last piece of brisket. Good girl, hon. Don't you cry, Daisy, 'cause I ate your last brisket. Don't you cry, Daisy, 'cause I tried your last Trisket. I sing to Daisy like Axl Rose at night. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, man. I like this new phone. I can hone the hell in on shit. Hey, Lakota. How you doing? You listening to Redbone at home? Hey, I see you. Yeah, and I don't know if this is true or not. I never looked this stuff up, but supposedly they don't put out notifications after 3 videos or 3 uploads during 24 hours. Hey, Faye. So maybe that's why people don't get them. I'm not really sure. Hey, Mike, how you doing? I don't really care. I mean, I'm just gonna upload what I'm gonna upload, and I don't like keep track or anything. I don't see what that has to do with anything anyway. Just partying down here, metal detectors on the wall. Net, 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 net. I like metal detecting, not that much, though, to be honest with you. I kind of compare metal detected to my marriage. I thought I'd like it a lot more, and then when I did it, I didn't like it as much as I thought I would, so I don't do it too much. Oh, DFA? Oh, that's good. I go out, look around. Digging's a pain in the ass, man. You're bending over, digging up all this junk. It just doesn't interest me that much. If I metal detect, what I usually do is just go out in the middle of nowhere and start detecting. And I'm thinking, shit, if this thing goes off, uh, hopefully it's not going to be a pop bottle can or something like that. I'm not really interested in looking for jewelry and stuff. Hey, Lyrical, you tripping? If somebody lost something, I'd look for it for them. You know, they make it sound like these metal detectors. It's like anything. You got to get used to it. All it is detecting metal, and you learn the different tones and the different depths, and you can set it as good as you can to distinguish between bullshit and something good. But it's still boring as hell. When that thing shows 6 inches or deeper, I say fuck it. I don't dig for anything. That's why I took that excavator. And even then, I don't like it that much. Dig up a bunch of shit. Then you got to put the dirt back, which sucks. So I'm just partying. Oh, hey, Mary, how you doing? I really haven't had any good finds, to be honest with you. I found coins. I haven't done it that much. I bet since I've had that, I bet I haven't metal detected 20 hours. I found nothing really that great, to be honest with you. Some pennies. Uh, I mean, you got to look forever to find something good. Get lucky. And like I said, I don't want to dig that deep. It's hard digging deep. That grounds anything past about 8 inches undisturbed dirt. It's too much work. So I really haven't had any good finds. Nothing to brag about. I'm more interested in just seeing cool shit than trying to find something that's some dollar value. All right, Mike. Good seeing you. Where I fucked up though is not buying those big 5-gallon buckets of those arrowheads. God damn it. What turned me off on them was there was like a bunch of like these shards of pottery. And I thought, man, I don't want to go through all that shit. Nighty night, Mary. You sleepy tight. It's not too cold up there. I was looking at the Mackinac Bridge today. And, boy, it looked beautiful. Watching these weather channels. Oh, did they get adopted? Yeah, that's cool. I told this place around here I'd catch their dogs for them if they couldn't catch them. It's easy. Just go there and set up a trap. I think I'll get one of the cheap traps and just customize a little bit. Sit there and read books. As soon as the door closes, caught the dog. Oh yeah, good. I noticed that it looks like it's froze right underneath the pillars there. You know where I always used to get that video, frozen. But for February, the ice is a joke up there. Oh, 7 days, huh? Yeah, I saw a little cat today, a little tiny cat, like 5 weeks old. Somebody found it. The cutest little thing. Looked brand new. Yeah, I think it's like 41 degrees out here today, something like that. I got a couple more of these dermatology appointments this week. I've been getting a little bored lately. I think I'm going to head out of here and go out to New Mexico. Go check out these Indian reservations. They don't like that. Oh, really? Yeah, I never been too much of a cat guy. It's because I'm not gay. I got a manly dog, Daisy. I like watching this show where they do this towing of these vehicles that get stuck up in Canada. Yep, Daisy's the killer. I got my 14-pound ham out there in the thing. I left it out there last night and I left it out there tonight. I'm about at the end of the road on trail cams. I'm getting bored with that too. I'll tell you one thing. If I was a female, or male even, you want a cheap security system, get a trail cam. I've got 14. How many do I have? 14? Let me think. 9. I guess I got 10 of the same trail cam. They're cheap. You can get them for like 81 bucks on uh, Amazon. Then you got to get an SD card, 32 gig card. Get the good Duracell batteries. It's the best security over Ashore. Like lately, I switched from photos to video. I mean, they're not the greatest, but they're good enough. I really look forward to going out and see what I got on a tape. Now, I put that 14-pound ham way back there near the uh, pond, probably a mile from here, mile and a half. And this is how you think. This is humans, and at least how I think. You think because you're deeper into the woods, you're going to get better video. I mean, I don't know if it's going to work out like that or not. The things I've learned from messing around with these trail cams is that it surprises me that all this stuff eats in harmony. I never thought I'd see coyotes eating with deer and raccoons eating with possums. I thought it'd always be separate. And I'll tell you another thing too is possums can be aggressive, and I always read the opposite. But these things can get down. There's a huge possum. There's one that's really healthy and probably the biggest possum I've ever seen. There's an older one with a messed up eye, with kind of a bent tail. And those fox are beautiful too. No, I think what I'll do is if I do it, I'm going to do it for mainly gold and to melt it down and sell it. But I'm kind of iffy on it. Yeah, just something. I want to get into something new. You know what I mean? I'd like to try something new. Just where you could like Uh, I'm a little bored. I was gonna go get all the stuff to change oil. We got 2 more 4-wheelers a couple days ago. So we got 3 4-wheelers, that tractor, the lawnmower. I want to change the oil and filters on those. It's been kind of cool out, really. Yeah, I think smelting would be fun, get people. See, that buffered right. Nothing is using Wi-Fi but me. And that's it right there. Black blinking box. Those coins are cool, aren't they? Yeah, by the way, when I put that stuff up there, like gold coins, finding a abandoned washer, that's all bullshit. All that cool shit that I put up there, the neat things, the $80,000 bracelet or whatever the hell it was, gold coin, all that really neat shit, that's all stuff Marty has. He's always dealing and trading and swapping. But I figured it would just be too boring if I put up Marty's coins, so I always put up something like found him in a abandoned washer. So anything you see me upload that's really neat or valuable, like a rare gun or diamonds or gold, none of that shit's mine. Yeah, and that was $20,000 worth of coins. And he just bought those the other day from a guy. And then those were the accurate prices on those, what that guy paid for them, like in 1963 and stuff. Gold was a hell of an investment if you sat on it. So are those pennies. Those pennies, those were his too. I haven't put up anything that I've found really. Oh, so were those Confederate uh, bills too, currency. Those aren't worth anything anyway. They just happen to be in a state auction. They're not worth shit, like $25, something like that, but they look pretty cool. So remember that. I'll tell you guys the truth, but when these jack-offs that are always fucking with me on YouTube, when they go on there, I know it pisses them off that I'm always finding this cool shit. So that's the mission accomplished. I almost went to Hartsfield Airport today and filmed some planes taking off and landing. I'm gonna do that, and like I said, I got a couple of these dermatology appointments. No, those bills aren't worth shit. Nope. No, 25, probably $40 for all of them, maybe. No, they're not worth anything. Nope. Uh-uh. See, now those gold coins, those were never in circulation. As long as people have been hoarding coins, that's why you see them in those things. So you don't get hand acid on them. You don't get them wet. They don't get tarnished. The worst thing you can do if you find a coin is clean it. Yeah, but believe me, it's the value of the gold. I mean, they're worth more as coins, but a lot of times the gold is worth more than the coin itself, depending on what condition it's in. Yeah, that helps. I mean, it's not crazy worth a lot more, but it matters. That's why they're in those little things. I got into coins briefly, uh, but I didn't really. I found it kind of boring. They're cool to look at, though. See, guys like Marty and some of his friends, I mean, these guys have big bucks. So everybody knows it, and they've been dealing in this shit a long time. And people get in cash crunches. They're going to get divorced or whatever. So, he'll buy, $400,000 worth of coins before somebody gets divorced for $300,000 cash, that kind of shit. That's how you get deals on things, when you can buy a lot at once and you can come up with cash. There's not that many people that can do that. Same with quick land acquisitions. Yeah. I mean, he's got shit tons of these cars. Porsches and all this bullshit, suicide door Lincolns and uh, all sorts of cars. I don't care about those either. Only thing I've been trying to, I might get a bulldozer. Hey, waiting. I have had fun driving around this equipment. I never did that before. It's amazing the power of hydraulics. Even with a small one. Hey, Dave. Even with a small excavator, you could just go to hard dirt and like scoop that thing down, pull out like 100 pounds of dirt like it's nothing. I pay attention to that stuff now when I go around a construction site or something. I mean, this had there's only a few people making that stuff. You got Cat, John Deere. I mean, the really good heavy duty shit. And man, it just take you forever to build places without that heavy duty equipment. But these trail cams, if you want a cheap security, get it. Get a trail cam. Batteries last forever. And you can't, it produces infrared, which you can't see. Excuse me. Animals can't see it either. So you can just set it on a shelf, camouflage it, put it in a Kleenex box, see if your maintenance man comes in there looking through your underwear or some shit. And you could just leave it there forever. And until something happened, you didn't need to check it because the batteries live forever. Yeah, it's pretty easy. I'm pretty careful with it, though. You know what I mean? Going out and like dicking around on it like I do isn't like using it in the real world. I'd probably get fired in the first day. I mean, when you get where you can like use one of those pieces of equipment efficiently, 8-hour shift, be digging and not doing everything twice and half scoops of dirt and all that shit. I'd need to really brush up my skills before I'd be considered a good worker on a construction site. You know what I mean? It's like anything else. I mean, I get by because there's no pressure here, but it's not like a legit equipment operator. I thought that well drilling was pretty interesting too. It's crazy how you got these veins of water. 440 feet they had to go here. Look at those poor birds got in an oil slick. That's pretty interesting. They had to drill through solid granite the whole way. Yeah, yeah. When you're doing it for pay, it's different. I had the like skidster and those kind of things though. I didn't know it, and I never used it because I never had any big areas where I needed to level. Well, as it turns out, through fooling around on that, watching YouTube videos and reading the manual on that, that's got a lot of auto slave buttons. You just click a button. Like if you go out and let's say somebody drops off a dump truck load of dirt and they want you to spread it flat. Man, I'd be fucking around out there for a month and it still wouldn't look right. Well, as it turns out, and I figured this out towards the end, they've got a leveling button. And you just click it on this button and all you do is drive over it and this bucket just floats and levels the stuff out perfect. And these big giant bulldozers you see, they're all GPS, uh, laser equipped, where they plug them into a program compared to the architect's drawings and just basically sit the guy up there to make sure the thing doesn't go bonkers. And that thing does all that grading, whatever grade you want, 10%, 15, whatever, however you want, how far you want to dig, all that stuff. That's all done with computers now. I mean, I'm sure there's somebody out there with pedals and the stick and that kind of stuff. But when you look at these big building projects, it's all computerized now. They take an SD card, plug it in, away they go. Yeah, there's a lot of Indian stuff down here. Oh, that's cool, Dave. Are those time lapse or just motion detection video? Yeah, right. I never learned it. I never learned it. I never learned it. Yeah, technology is crazy. Oh, motion video. That's cool. But the power of hydraulics is like unbelievable. How they invented that and how strong it is. Oh, that's interesting. We're going to set up some 24-hour live cams, like a vulture cam and a bird feeder cam. I mean, the birds down here are fantastic. We're going to run the cameras all the time as soon as we get this new service in. Two of these, as I said earlier, two of these black vultures came back. And as I said, I know they're from last year because I can get really close to them. A lot of new birds are coming in now. Bird migration's fascinating. Don't even realize it's going on. No, I haven't been out there in a long time. Honestly, I don't really care for Hilton Head, to be honest with you. I don't really like it over there that much. It's, I don't like, if I'm going to go and enjoy time and water, like I almost went down to Indy Atlantic this weekend. I was going to go down there, and then I said, screw it. I am going to get down there for a couple days, stay right on the ocean, crystal clear water. I mean, sit on like the 12th floor and just drink beer for 2 days. It's beautiful. It's a dated hotel. Look it up. It's the Radisson in Melbourne. It's right on the beach. It's like $250 a night. That's not bad for that. People bitch about it because it's dated. I'm glad it's dated because if it wasn't, it'd be $500 a night. Great restaurant. It's near there. Starbucks, killer rock bar right next door. Good food, super pizza, great Italian place, Turtle Park, and it's kind of off the beaten path. If anybody ever wants to just go and just hang out and have a good time and not have to drive, that's your ticket right there, the Radisson, Indy Atlantic. If you offered me a nice place in Miami Beach or Fort Lauderdale, you can have it. Bunch of noise, party and stuff. That town is perfect, and it's so gorgeous from up there. I mean, it looks like paradise, like Bahamas water. But Hilton Head looks like the Mississippi River, kind of mucky, dirty. Never any waves, never any good storms. It's nothing like right there, what's on TV. And I don't think the restaurants are that good either, to be honest with you. I think they're okay. They're not great. Hey, Jeff. Except the Brazilian steakhouse. I like going there. But the rest of them, it's like okay. Isn't that like top-notch food, like they say it is? Yeah, that's how Indy Atlantic is. Yep, kind of an older place. There's an Italian place down there, Bizarro's, right on the beach next to an Italian I mean, next to a turtle park. Great. I'll tell you what I do. You'll pay a little bit of a premium, but not bad. Stay as high as you can. That's not that high of a building to begin with. I forget how many floors there are, but I stay as high as is available. And if you look at it on the internet, you'll see they're all the same. Like when you come out your front door, you're facing land. Everybody sees the same thing. When you look out the back, the porch, it's ceiling to floor glass, wall to wall glass, a balcony. I mean, it's the most perfect place to sit on the balcony I've ever been in my life. Can hear the waves crashing. There's nobody on the beach. Just beautiful. Nobody there. It's great. I mean, it's worth every damn dime. If you look at the reviews, people bitch that it's uh, dated. Yeah, so what? I'm glad it's dated. I just looked the other. It was like 250. I was going to go down there for a couple of nights. Worth every single penny. Yeah, they'll bust you for that chum bucket now down there. That's a big fine down there in Florida. You can't do that uh, within the borders of the United States anymore. If they catch you, they'll really stick it to you. All those TV shows and stuff where they do that now, they're filming that stuff over in the Bahamas. I know there's a bunch of good places to dive down there. I don't know where they are, but you might want to check out India Atlantic, Melbourne. If you just wanted to go down, like spend a few days on a nice, great beach. Key West is good for that stuff too. But if it was me, I mean, you're experienced, but those dive charters are pretty good. They know all the good spots to go. They'll go out like 20 miles, and here's this spot that's like 50 feet deep for like 10 square miles. All this cool stuff swimming around. And I've never been there, but Captiva Island, isn't that island out in the west side, out in the Gulf of Mexico? That old military fort or something? Is that what that is, or is that some other place? It never really interested me that much. But I'm sure I'll tell you another great place to go. It wouldn't be like exactly what you like, but go down around Crystal River where they have those manatees. You can go swimming around with those things. I mean, I'm not a big Florida fan, but if you like water, you can't beat Florida for the water. No way. It's gorgeous. It's super clear. I don't know if you've ever been to Hawaii either. Same thing there. Plus, the water's nice and warm. You don't get cold. That's the only place I ever really went snorkeling that I thought was fun. Looked like paradise. Just be swimming around there, all these colorful fish, like crazy. Oh, St. Pete? Yeah, what's that place everybody goes about 45 minutes west, way out there? It's like shaped like a horseshoe. Look at that big freighter. Oh, have you? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, it's that big famous like island out in the west side of Florida, like south of Tampa and then way out west. It's a national park, I think. Yeah, it's like an island. I think it's an old military fort. I know it's about a 20-minute ride in an airplane. They take a lot of people out there in boats, and they recommend you go in a certain size boat. It's super popular place. If you like look the west side of Florida, like Tampa, like west, way the hell out there. I'm pretty sure it's a national park. And Bahamas too. I mean, for that, you can get over to Bahamas cheap. I mean, I liked Hawaii. I only went there one time, but that it's super expensive for starters, and secondly, it's that plane ride's an ass kicker. Hey, Chris, I forgot where we went. Some weird place like Texas first, and you had to switch planes. Then it flew all the way to Hawaii. I thought it was cool, but I wouldn't go back there again. If you want like nice, safe, although I'm not sure of the safe. I mean, I'll probably never go to Mexico again. And I think they've been having crazy shit happen at these Bahama places, but I'm not sure of that. Yeah, dry tortugas. Yep, that's what it is. Yep, dry tortugas. Yep, that's what it is. Yep. It's weird the things that interest you and the things that don't. It just never really interested me going out there. It's weird how things that like I was just looking. I'll tell you guys, just my opinion. Of course, doesn't mean shit. If you want to go on a beautiful road, now, not that this means that it's the ultimate credibility, but even Charles Kuralt said it was the most spectacular place he'd ever seen in my life. And as far as a drive, I would agree with that. And it's Beartooth Pass. Beartooth Pass. It's the southeast entrance going into Yellowstone. That's how you get there through Cook City, Red Lodge. And the damn thing's under snow most of the time. They have snow there at the end of July. I tried going there when I went out west a couple years ago, when I went out and interviewed a lot of those Native Americans. And that was in September, and there was too much snow. I couldn't cut through there. So I didn't get to see it. But you want to see a fantastic uh, drive that'll just blow your mind. Beartooth Pass. It's worth the trip out there. Yeah, I thought it was. I thought they wasn't that the Dry Tortuga. I mean, I couldn't even remember the name of the place. Yeah, I think the Tetons are beautiful. I don't really like that area that much. Jackson Hole. It's all a bunch of like yuppies and stuff. Same with Whitefish in Montana. I like more. You're just out there in the middle of nowhere yourself. I've been everywhere in Alaska, all down through the Aleutians, up through Barrow, West Side, taking cruises. Now I'll tell you this: I do like Alaska, and I had a great time there, and I'm glad that I did it. Kodiak, all those places. But believe it or not, if you're not along the water, uh, it's not that great. It's like anywhere else in the summertime. The water is fantastic, but interior Alaska kind of sucks. And the mileage in between those cities is like an ass kicker. I mean, point being is you can get bored in Alaska no problem when you're driving because it takes for fucking ever to get places. Fairbanks, I didn't really care for that much. I thought Barrow was cool, but I wouldn't suggest that anybody go to those places just to check them out. It's super expensive. You can get trapped up there for 2 weeks because of fog, no problem. And there are just too many better places to go for bang for your buck. Honestly, I recommend Alaskan cruises. They're great. You stop at these ports, which are kind of a tourist trap, but like Glacier Bay and stuff, that's the only way you're going to see it is on a cruise ship. And you can go in, buy your fudge and a t-shirt and get back on the thing. But Anchorage sucks. You stand a better chance of getting killed in Anchorage, Alaska than any other city in the country. Murdered. High crime. Of course, they keep you away from that. Try and leave your cruise ship in Vancouver if you can. Seattle. Almost all of them stop in Anchorage, and then you're on your way out of there. But go look up Beartooth Pass. I'm not kidding you. It is so unbelievable. It just looks like any day of the week that like 10 cars could go off the side and kill everybody. I mean, it's really like not idiot proof. It's like the steepest drop-offs in these snow-capped mountains. It's just gorgeous. You just drive through there thinking to yourself, how in the hell did they ever build these? And going to the Sun Road in Glacier National Park is good too, but I don't think it's as good as Beartooth Pass. I don't. I think Beartooth Path is absolutely fantastic. Yeah, right. Now, I wouldn't like if you just depends what you want to do. If you just want to like a lot of times some of my best vacations it's just would be to go a place. I'll give you an example. Like once in a while I'll go down to Miami Beach, which sucks if you're going to go and party and stuff like that. Just go down to Miami Beach, get a nice place right on the ocean and just go to all these kick-ass Cuban restaurants and sit on your balcony and drink beer and look out and watch the waves. Part of the reason that I thought about going to Indianapolis over the weekend was they're going to have storms there. I don't really like bright sunny days like you'd think. I mean, if they were going to have a hurricane and and the timing worked out, I'd go down to Indianapolis, check in on that 12th floor, and just sit up there and drink beer. I wouldn't give a fuck if the power went out or not. I like just reading a book. I don't like hanging around pools. I don't like hanging around beaches. I like to get a coffee, sit on the balcony. I like the balconies too, where you can't see your neighbor. I don't want to be getting into chit chat with some doofus from Toledo, Ohio, eating a Krispy Kreme donut every morning. I want to just not be bothered. I'll tell you another cool place too is there's a Holiday Inn in Mackinac City that you can get a room. You got to make sure that room's available. There's only a couple of them that face the Mackinac Bridge. You can go up and get a room there in the winter too. Just watch the cars try and make it over the bridge. Beautiful. Yeah, Glacier National Park. Those national park hotels are ripoffs too. Can't see shit. It's just a big tourist scam. The national parks are so busy now, it's ridiculous. Waterton, the Canadian side, that's the only national park shared with another government is Glacier National Park. But Canada's gotten to be such a pain in the ass to get into now with this COVID shit. Who knows what it's like? I used to collect marbles, like antique marbles, and we'd have an annual convention in Hannibal, Missouri, which is where Mark Twain was from. Get a room right on the river. It was great, man. Another place nobody's at. Kind of a dead town. Yeah, they're down there snoring. I'm trying to find a nice hotel or motel where I can watch that Atlanta morning traffic. I want to make some videos of Atlanta traffic, believe it or not, because you're not going to believe it if you've never been there. And I really can't find one with a good view of the traffic. I want to see 75 traffic. I went on Google Earth and stuff, and I just can't seem to find the right place. Yeah, Glacier Park in Montana is good. I've been out there a bunch. Hey, Troubles. Oh, Seaside? Yeah, but I want to be right off 75. I don't want to see any of that. Those arteries coming in. I want to see right 75 within a mile or two of Varsity Hamburgers coming into town. I want to get good audio and just sit up on the top and party. They have a helicopter convention coming in there in April, which I'd like to go to, but I got a hold of those fuckers and they want to charge me as a professional because I'd want to like pass where I could go and record the helicopters. And I was laughing. It's like a fucking grand for 2 days. The hotel's like 300 a night. I mean, I like helicopters, but not that much. Yeah, I think you might be right about that. Yeah. Yeah, Beartooth Pass is absolutely fantastic, man. And when you go in Red Lodge down there, not that this is a reason to go, but they got a couple good shot and beer bars there that are really kind of cool. You'll need a fucking shot before you drive through that Beartooth Pass, man. I think that's probably the only time I got a little nervous driving. Seriously, man, I'm not shitting you. I'm starting to think of this shit like what if the brakes went out and all this kind of stuff. Oh, it does? Yeah, Beartooth Pass is absolutely fantastic. But what you got to watch out for, see, now this burned me last time, is the same thing with Glacier National Park. Going to the Sun Road. I mean, you can be out there in September, snow closes it, and you're fucked. And the last time I went out there, they had the east entrance closed because of COVID, so you had to go around the long way and come in from the west, which was a super pain in the ass. You had to go all the way to the east end, turn around, and then come back. But Beartooth Pass, you can get shafted out of there anytime, going through or coming back. There's at all times out there during the snow season, which is basically all year round, with the exception of like August. Uh, you'll see cars just pulled over on the side of the road, waiting for them to open it up so people can get through. Because you got to go way the hell out of your way if you don't go through there. Not that I know of. I mean, it could have, but they don't. That water would be down real low. You're up way high when you're going through Beartooth Pass. I don't remember a place being where water would be there, where it would wash out a road. But if you want some fantastic views, another thing too that's like iffy about it, like now I got a GoPro I could put to my windshield, but back when I did it before, you can't like take pictures and drive as one person. It's just not set up like that. And there are not that many places to pull over, which kind of sucks. I mean, you can see it and appreciate it, but if you were if somebody else was driving, you were photographing it, be or videoing, it'd be much better. But that's a cool place. The problem is you know, those areas are getting busier and busier. And you know, unless you like Yellowstone, there's kind of a hard reason to be out there. I'll tell you another beautiful place is Lake, Crater Lake National Park in Oregon. That's a kind of one of the least traveled national parks because it's so far out of the way. You know, a lot of people are, you know, doing the tour of different parks, and that takes you way out of your way to, you know, you're going to blow 2 days going to just that one. I always went up there in the winter. I never went up in there in the summer, but gorgeous. Looks like it's the top of a volcano that blew off. Looks like a big blue goblet of water. It's like 4,000 feet deep or something like that. Oh, wow. And if you like just like, you know, places stuck in time, no traffic, just the open road, head west out of Duluth on Highway 2. Take it all the way to Kalispell, Montana. You see the big sky country. It's gorgeous. If you're a train watcher, you'll want to spend a week in Havre, Montana. Consider a bar at this Irish bar and get like great fish and chips. It looks like a giant train track. They're everywhere. And it is big sky country. You see the whole train while you're driving down the road. The whole train. It's so wide open, nothing's blocked. Oh, really? Sloss Furnace? I never heard of that. No, it's perfect, man. If you look it up, Havre, Montana, Havre, you can look it up on Google Earth. You'll see where it's at. It's like perfect. Really, it looks like a giant train track. Like there's a yard there. Another cool thing about out west is you can like go right up to those places and see all these cool trains. Nobody's getting on your ass about trespassing and all that bullshit. Oh, metalwork and blast furnaces? Yeah, it'd be cool. Hey, Penny, how you doing? Are you back 100% yet? Dave, have you done any of that diving up in Lake Huron up near Alpena? They got a bunch of shipwrecks up there. Look at that boat trapped on the thing. Look at cars in the water. Yeah, I know the feeling. Oh, cool. Yeah, it does suck. Yeah, it's a big shipwreck area up there. Oh, good for you, Penny. Did you polish any rocks yet? Yeah, Penny had COVID. Oh, good. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, no, it's fun. It's cool. I see you. Oh, cool, Penny. Anything come out good? Okay. Oh, okay. Hey, Karen, how you doing? Oh, good. Oh, good. He's good. Oh, that'd be fun. I'm just sitting on the couch watching TV. No, when did you send that? I'll have to look at my spam. I look at every video you send me. Oh, you're in your bed? Oh, what did it say? Don't like that. What did it say? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I say you're still positive. Oh, I saw that video. Yeah, I saw that one. Good for you, Penny. Yeah, me too, Karen. Oh, really? Good luck with that, ICU. It'll be stronger than it was before you heard it. Oh, cool, Dave. Look at it now, Rob. Oh, cool. Oh, congratulations. Well, I think I'm going to sign off here, guys. I only got 5% battery power. Oh, okay. So, Karen, you have a good night. Rob, Rachel, Dave, I see you. Penny. Good morning, Penny. Oh, 4 months. Wow, yeah. Good luck with that. Good night, Cribbles. Okay, then. Nighty night. Bye, Penny. See you, Chris.